Hello magazine lovers. Welcome to my channel. Today's topic is about Barış Baktaş and Yağmur Yüksel. Before we move into the video, please subscribe to my channel. She didn't scream. She didn't gloat. She didn't even smile at first. But those closest to Gülüm Baktaş say that the moment she heard the words, "It's over between Barış and Yağmur," she let out a long, deep breath. A breath she had been holding for far too long. For months, Gülüm endured the headlines, the whispers, and the humiliation of watching her marriage unravel under the spotlight of a forbidden love story between her husband, Barış Baktaş, and the younger, fiery Yağmur Yüksel. Their flirtations went from subtle to scandalous, and while the public watched with morbid fascination, Gülüm lived through it with quiet devastation. "She carried it all with incredible grace," said a family friend. But behind closed doors, she was breaking. Now, with the news of Barış and Yağmur's breakup confirmed, those close to Gülüm say she is finally beginning to feel like herself again. Not because she wants him back, but because the storm that consumed her life has finally passed. This wasn't about revenge, a confidant close to Gülüm revealed. It was about closure. She needed to know that the fantasy wouldn't last. That the woman who helped destroy her marriage would eventually understand who Barış really is. It seems Yağmur finally did. Sources say the relationship between Barış and Yağmur crumbled under the weight of its own guilt, secrecy, and emotional volatility. What began as a passionate escape from reality quickly soured as real-world consequences crept in. Whispers of betrayal, mistrust, and manipulation plagued the pair, culminating in a dramatic confrontation that ended everything. And Gülüm? She watched it all unfold from a distance, saying little, doing less, but feeling everything. "This was a woman who once believed Barış would grow old beside her," said one insider. To watch him throw that away for a fleeting affair shattered something in her. But she didn't let it break her. In fact, in the weeks since the breakup, Gülüm has quietly begun rebuilding. She's taken on new projects, stepped out more often, and surrounded herself with friends who remind her of who she is, a woman of quiet strength, dignity, and endurance. "She doesn't want to be defined by this scandal," said a close friend. "She wants to rise above it." Still, the emotional wreckage left behind can't be ignored. Barış, caught between his crumbling marriage and a love affair that ended in tears, is reportedly struggling with guilt and confusion. Some sources claim he tried to reach out to Gülüm in recent days. Whether to apologize, reconnect, or simply seek comfort is unclear. But Gülüm isn't rushing to answer. "She's not interested in being his safety net," said the friend. "He made his choice. And so did she. And now she's finally starting to breathe again." As for Yağmur, her silence has been deafening. After weeks of cryptic posts and emotional outbursts, she has gone quiet. No public statements. No new photos. Some say she's reeling. Others suggest she's preparing to share her own side of the story. Either way, she's no longer in Barış's orbit, and that, for Gülüm, is enough. She doesn't need an apology from Yağmur, a source said. What she needed was for the illusion to break. And it finally did. Now, as the dust settles, Gülüm Baktaş is emerging, not as a victim, but as a survivor. A woman who stood still in the chaos, waited for the storm to pass, and is now stepping into a chapter that's hers and hers alone. "She cried for a long time," her friend said softly. "But today, she exhaled." And sometimes, that's how healing begins. If there are any celebrities you would like to know about and follow current developments, please indicate in the comments. Thank you for listening. I hope to see you in the next videos. Goodbye.